It is time now for today's Strawberry Letter. And if you need advice on relationships, sex, work, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to steveharveyfm.com and click Submit Strawberry Letter. That's all you got to do. And you never know, your letter could be read live on the air, just like this one right here, right now.
Come on, nephew.
Buckle up, hold on tight. We got it for you, the Strawberry Letter.
Thank you, Junior. Subject, sexy and 70, but he stutters. Dear Steve and Shirley, I'm a 62-year-old female in a relationship with a 70-year-old man that is sexy as heck. He loves his tailored suits, and he's got that salt and pepper beard that drives me crazy. For years, he has pursued me, but he was in a relationship, so I didn't take him seriously. Most of our exchanges were over texts, and for 3 years until he coerced me into giving him my address, and he started sending me flowers and expensive gifts. I was perplexed at first because he didn't want anything in exchange. I asked him why he never made a move, and he told me that he's so nervous around me, he can't even speak, let alone come in for a kiss. He texted me a few months ago and said he and his girlfriend broke up, so I invited him over for a cocktail. He came and we talked and had a good time. He said the alcohol relaxed him, so he wasn't as nervous. A few weeks after that, he was over to the house and we finally kissed, and then ended up in my bed. He was very nervous and sweaty, so I took it easy on him. When he tried to talk sexy to me, it came out as a stutter. He started sweating bullets, so I kept on doing anything I could to let him know it was okay and I would take it easy on him. I took off my clothes and he couldn't get one word out without stuttering. It made for a long night and he would not stop trying to talk while we were being intimate. I decided to tune him out so I could stay focused because it was bad. The sex wasn't bad, his sexy talk was bad. He put it down and he's a great lover, but I need him to hush when we're doing it. This happened a few more times during intimacy. He talks fine any other time, so how do I help him relax before sex? Am I way too much for him? I don't think that you're necessarily way too much for him. I just think he's so into you, he gets really nervous. But, you know, I also say that you have a man now that treats you well, dresses well, gives you expensive gifts. He's sexy, you say, and he's a great lover. These are all your words. But he stutters. And that's the only thing wrong with him. And he stutters, but he only does it during intimacy. I don't see that as such a huge problem. I mean, did you hear the part where you wrote that he gives you expensive gifts and he's sexy and a great lover and all that? I just think this man is so very nervous around you. He's been after you for 3 years, you say? He's been trying to pursue you and now he's finally got you. He can't believe that he's actually with you. I mean, this means a whole lot to him. And he just gets too excited. That's what I think it is. I mean, that's a high compliment to you and the woman you are in his life. He really, really likes you. So I just say to you, give him time. Have some real conversations with him. Talk about, how you really feel. You both are grown. You're 62. He's 70. Throw a couple of cocktails in there like you did before. Relax him a bit. And let him get his nerves under control. I just say give him a chance. Be patient with him. He sounds like a really nice older gentleman, and you guys could be good together. Steve?
This is a perfect letter for me because I am a former stutterer.
Right.
And I had a severe stutter. And just like this man, I didn't stutter all the time. I only stuttered outside my house and when I wasn't around my friends. Now, if I was around my friends, people I knew and I was comfortable around, no stutter. I went to church, stutter. I went to school, stutter. Anytime I went to an event that I was out of my comfort zone, I stuttered. So this is a perfect letter for me.
Yes, it is.
I know exactly what's happening. I'm finna help you out. You're a 58-year-old, 62-year-old female, and you're in a relationship with a 7-year-old man that is sexy as heck. Got his suits on, everything, salt and pepper beard that drives you crazy. And you say for years he pursued you, but he was in a relationship, so I didn't take him seriously. And you said most of our exchanges were over text for 3 years until he coerced me into giving him my address, and he started sending flowers and expensive gifts. I was perplexed at first because he didn't want anything in exchange. Yes, he did. What ladies, men don't do things for nothing. Everything we do is for a reason. What part of that don't you get? And you're too old to think a man is sending you flowers and gifts and doing wonderful things for you in Texas, and he don't want anything in exchange. Yes, he does. He just a grown man. He planting seeds. He putting seeds in the ground and covering them with dirt. He is planning on one day reaping a harvest from the seeds he's planted.
All right.
This is what grown men do. Unlike young boys who, as soon as they throw a seed in the ground, they want to pull the dirt back off of it and eat the seed and wonder why it ain't nothing to it. Well, because you didn't let it turn into nothing. And then you gave him the seed without allowing it to grow into nothing. Now you mad because he done ate the seed. Now he gone and the seed gone. And it's a hole in there.
Hold on.
Now he done left a hole in the dirt. Oh, I'm preaching today.
Oh, yes, you are. Amen.
You better hear me now.
All right, we'll have part 2 of Steve's sermon coming up at 23 minutes after the hour. The subject for today's Strawberry Letters, sexy and 70, but he stutters. We'll get back into it right after this. You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It's time to level up your audio game and explore LG's lineup of X-Boom portable speakers. We're talking ultra durable speakers with battery life that powers your hustle. Plus, all the speakers are water resistant, so you can listen and vibe out worry-free. But here's the real flex. For a limited time, LG is offering you 25% off of X-Boom Grab or X-Boom Bounce on LG.com. Use the code FALL25 at checkout and tell them Junior sent you. The future of sound is now with LG X-Boom.
All right, come on, Steve, former stutterer. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letters. Sexy and 70, but he stutters.
62-year-old woman in relationship with a sexy 70-year-old man. Salt and pepper beer driver, absolutely crazy. This man been running after her for 3 years, but he's in a relationship, so she never took the man seriously. Finally, he coerced her into giving him his address, and then all of a sudden he started sending flowers and gifts to the house. And she said she was perplexed at first because he didn't want anything in exchange. And I told you before, yes, he did. He wanted something in change, but he old school player. He been planting seeds. All them gifts and all them stuff he been sending to the house and all them texts was him putting seeds in the ground, expecting one day for the seeds to grow and he would benefit from the reaping the harvest. Unlike young dudes who put a seed in the ground and then go and eat the seed and expect something to show up. And you being the woman who got the seed planted lets him come back and eat the seed before anything then grew out of it. Now you mad at him because he gone, your seed gone, and it's a hole in the ground.
Ooh, preach.
Okay.
So now you mad. But you didn't let the seed push up through the dirt and turn into crop. And you let him have the seed. Now you got nothing. Well, grown man to figure out how to do it. So then finally I asked him why he never made a move, and he told me he was so nervous around you he can't even speak, let alone come in for a kiss. He texted me a few months ago, said him and his girlfriend broke up. You invited him over for a cocktail. He came, y'all talked, had a great time, and then he told you that the alcohol relaxed him. So a few weeks after that, he was over to the house and we finally kissed and he ended up in my bed. He was very nervous and sweaty, so I took it easy on him. Now, here's a woman that starts to give herself credit. Mm-hmm. She just wants credit. I took it easy on her. I put it on him. I could have took him out, but I didn't. I let him live. I let him survive this one. You don't know who you messing with. He could have had a stroke over my house or a heart attack or something. You know, that's what I do. I put it on you where you can't breathe good. I take your sisters away from you. This is all her thinking while she was writing this letter. I take your sisters away from you. I had you sitting up in there thinking you got COVID. You won't have taste or smell. This what I am. Yeah, girl, you don't know who you mess with. I'm a COVID case. I had on the ventilator. This is what she thinking in her mind while she texting this letter. So she ended up in the bed. He was very nervous and sweaty. I took it easy on him. When he tried to talk sexy to me, it came out as a stutter. Now here is where my expertise is fit to come in. When he tried to talk sexy, it came out as a stutter. He started sweating bullets, so I kept on doing anything I could to let him know it was okay, and I would take it easy on him. So like you ain't even really put it on him yet. That's what you keep trying to tell us about this letter. So I took off my clothes, and he could not get one word out without stuttering.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
We. Girl, look at him. Cause he's 70 now. So these ain't big words. These is old Lord phrases. He uses a 70-year-old phrase. What you talk about?
Watch out there now.
Girl, you make me have stroke.
Oh.
Boy, it's about to pop off in here. So anyway, it made for a long night, and he would not stop trying to talk while we were being intimate. I decided to tune him out so I could stay focused while we was in bed. The sex wasn't bad. His sexy talk was bad. He put it down. He was a great lover, but I need him to hush when we're doing it. This happened a few more times during intimates. He talks fine any other time, so how do I help him to relax before sex? Am I way too much for him? No, you ain't way too much for him. You said he put it down. And the reason you keep coming back is because he put it down. So let's take yourself off the credit screen. Quit trying to roll the credits with your name on it. No, you ain't too much. He got you, and he keep coming back. The problem is stuttering is caused by anxiety. Mm-hmm. Stuttering is not a physical condition. Okay. It's all mental.
It's mental.
Stuttering is caused from anxiety. Mm-hmm. People who grow up and hold on to stuttering long times never master the anxiety portion of it, so they keep the stutter going. And once you stutter, and you know and you know it causes a reaction in people, every time you get ready to talk, you stutter because of the anxiety you have for the reaction you know you're going to get when people hear you talk. And so now the stutter is produced even before you talk. Now, when y'all ain't talking about nothing that causes anxiety, he fine. Mm-hmm. Sex causes him anxiety because he got to perform. All you have to do is simply say, hey, I don't like talking while we're having sex. Now, you putting it down like you're supposed to. I would prefer to have sex quietly so I can just enjoy myself. Guess what? Now, he thinking he need to talk sexy, and he full of anxiety, and he can't. By the time he tell you what he finna do, he done probably already done it.
Leave your comments on today's Strawberry Letter on Instagram at Steve Harvey FM, and check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on demand.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.